This is True Stories. I'm Anna Corrin. Tonight.
What are you doing this for? You know, what is Angry Anderson cleaning houses for? And I go, well, because it's honest work.
People perceive these people like Angry are wealthy and, set up for life, and they're not.
My childhood was painful. There was physical conflict, there was fear and anger, and I just don't want to remember.
I'm a grown-up. I should have more right to spend more time out of the house than anyone else.
She's 22.
Whatever.
I've always respected him. You know, for a man, that's a big thing, to respect another man. I just don't want to think of life without him.
For more than half his life, the stage has been Angry Anderson's world. We've seen him on the big screen, the small screen, and for the past 30 years as the frontman of one of Australia's most legendary rock bands, Rose Tattoo. But lurking in the shadow of the limelight, the flip side of celebrity. Tonight, you'll meet an extraordinary man living a life most ordinary. In his latest starring role, he's a real-life Mr. Mum, a single father devoted to his 4 children. They, in turn, are supporting their dad in another real-life drama, as Angry faces one of his greatest fears.
Let's show the world what we're made of! Life's tough, so what? I'm alive! We can't be beaten!
Advance Australia Awards, Class of 87.
Included in the Australia Day Honours list, rock singer Angry Anderson, recognised for work with homeless youth.
Standing here, a very proud Australian at the moment.
Found the words I need to say. Suddenly you're seeing me just the way I am.
And mop and bucket. Yep. I'll grab my mop bucket. And then just take the old other nozzle. It's easier.
We turn up places and they'll say, what are you doing this for? You know, what is Angry Anderson cleaning houses for? And I go, well, because it's honest work. It's time well spent. It pays the mortgage, which is first and foremost, that's fundamental. Kids have got to have somewhere to live. They've got to have, decent food to eat. Isn't that great? That's amazing. Mate, that's a first. I've never seen a toilet in the shower. It's a fantastic fulfilment just to be ordinary and just to slog away like everybody else does, and to worry about, I got $60 and I can either fill the car up with petrol or we can eat this or that. And they're the sort of little things, they're the everyday, really important things that it's just a joy to deal with.
Even though it is a bit of a demeaning job in some aspects, people look at it as, or perceive it as, he doesn't.
It's the little things that matter.
Everyone I know respects him because he's man enough to say, well, hey, I need a job, I've got to earn a living. People perceive these people like Angry are wealthy and, set up for life, and they're not. They struggle like every day, every other person.
Contact.
He never stops. He's Mr. Mum at home. He's Mr. Mum during the day with the kids ringing up if there's any problems. I see a man that loves his children to death and will do anything for them.
I find it very difficult to come home after a day of cleaning and clean the house. But, that's another reality of life. It's got to be done. Our house has got to be clean too. No carpet, just lino. A lot easier to keep clean. I wish I was sort of gutsy enough to sort of take on another one-to-one relationship, but that scares the hell out of me. And mainly because, you know, the other one went tits up. And, you know, I think, well, I don't actually need that at the moment. What I need is this combustible relationship that I have with my children. Sit up. If I have to tell you about sitting up straight, sit up straight. As bad as my experience became being married and being a married person, without that negative, destructive relationship, could not have produced those children.
You just like the cat.
I don't like
You
it.
just like the cat.
I hate it.
That's too severe a word, Roxy.
Oh,
Hate.
whatever. It puts hair everywhere. It whinges.
Puts hair everywhere and whinges. Reminds me of somebody else.
Shut up.
Roxy's 22 years old and thinks that she's beyond influence.
I'm a grown-up. I should have more right to spend more time out of the house than anyone else.
She's 22.
Whatever.
Galen is now 17.
Whoa, steam. Hard.
Lane's 15. You've got to go to bed early tonight, mate. With Liam, he's 13. He said to me just a little while ago, I want to stay and spend some time with Mum. I thought that was a really, really good thing. As much as I miss him, and I do, you know, it breaks my heart. Sometimes, particularly at weekends when we're, you know, preparing sort of like the Sunday meal, or, you know, when I'm doing washing and I fold the boys' T-shirts in piles, you know, like it's Galen, Blaine and Liam, and now there's no pile for Liam, you know, so there are times when it's very, very difficult.
He is. He's a heap softy.
I'm coming back now. Thanks very much. Captain Softy's back. Do I enjoy being a single father? Absolutely. Love it. What if we double date?
We're not double dating.
Why
no.
not?
No.
That's a great idea.
No, it's not.
Is it hard? Every day. Righto, phone's off and away. Does it get any easier? No. Get the head off the table, please. Does it get any harder? Yes.
Oh, excuse me.
Jesus, Galen. It's a slog, day after day after day. But I wouldn't have it any other way. This is lovely. I can tell by looking at it. I mean, look, presentation.
Thanks, Dad.
But I remember once standing in the middle of the room and there was chaos all around me, and I said that, you know, I was mouthing off at the kids.
You sure?
And they were smirking, and I said, what are you smirking at?
It's a Monday today.
And they said, you love it like this, Dad. And what they were saying to me was, you love it tough. And I do. So I haven't had as tough as some kids, but I've had it tough all my life. And you wouldn't be the person that you are if you hadn't.